So I fully understand, and I can do this because, I don't know what I'm going to be doing exactly yet for Thanksgiving, so I can kind of go on to start my Christmas stuff. But if you're a Thanksgiving decor person, do that. Start prepping, making sure that you have all the things that you need to make the things that you're going to make. Start looking at recipes. Start calling your Aunt Clara to find out how she makes her macaroni and cheese. Whatever it is, start to prep for the holidays. The holidays, the focus of the holidays so much is love and hope and peace and joy, that this year I'm one of the people who's never liked things being in the store for Christmas early and that kind of thing. This year I'm going to put that aside and say, those of you who like to start early, I'm with you this year. I get it, and you do you. And so that was number 2. And so we're to number 1, and that is walking. I've talked about walking before. I post about walking. I do wellness walks. The things that you can do while you walk, the meditation that happens during walking, if you let it, the taking in of God's beauty in nature that can happen if you let it, the greeting someone, saying good morning, saying good afternoon, how are you? Meeting somebody from the neighborhood that you wouldn't have met, looking at the architecture of homes and buildings, looking at gardens, what other people have done, and getting ideas. And sing. Sing when you're walking. Why not? Yes, singing creates an aerosol that is not good for in this time of COVID. However, I'm not talking about when you're jogging next to somebody to sing. I'm talking about, with all of the distance that there should be, the other person should be coming the other way across the street. And sing, and don't care what anybody thinks about it. Just sing out and get that air into your lungs and get that connection in you with God and with yourself and with your body and with your spirit, and enjoy it. At the same time, you're getting the exercise that you need, your body needs. You do not have to power walk. You do not have to walk 7 miles. Walk a quarter of a mile fast or a half a mile slow. However you do it, get it in. Okay, so those were the 5 things. And I've got 2 honorable mentions would be cooking, which some of you know does it for me. And so this weekend, cook not because you have to cook because you like to cook. So for instance, I yesterday cooked for our dinner last night, and I cooked for today, just so that I would know I wanted to do a roast, and I just went on and put it in last night. It's like, why wait? And it was fun, and it was. It came out great, by the way. But decide maybe today to make a soup that you've never made before, or try a new dish or something, just for the piece of it. And then the other, of course, honorable mention I can't have off of this list in terms of pursuing peace would be reading. I strongly recommend Paulo Coelho. He's the author of The Alchemist. I was reading his book, The Pilgrimage, which has been amazing as well. And there are so many wonderful authors out there who write about things that can really help you with your inner peace and understanding of yourself. And then, of course, there's the Bible, and there's your Quran if you're Muslim, and there's your, there are your religious books that can also help you, and usually do help you. But then beyond those, there are just authors who have written wonderful and beautiful pieces. I don't mean War and Peace. I don't mean, even though you may love, like on TV, you love action dramas, and so in books you love like murder mysteries. I'm not saying not to read what you love. I'm saying consider, in addition to that, something that just is ironic. Okay, I'm going to end this podcast because I'm at 19 minutes, and I definitely didn't want to go beyond 20 minutes. I hope that this encourages you to, this weekend and every weekend, our lives are so full and there's so much going on, that we actively choose, we on purpose, we intentionally plan for something ironic in our lives to do those things, at least on the weekends, if you can't pull it off every other day of the week. This has been Dr. Darlene Ifill-Taylor. This podcast is called Wellness Chats with Dr. Ifill-Taylor. And I will have guests again in the future, but these last few I've just needed to just have a discussion, just you and me. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, please share, and have an awesome, ironic weekend. Bye-bye.